Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, I'm a chief analyst in all power research and analysis, and this is daily analytical report. And without further ado, let's move to the calendar. Maybe I will show you whole week because yesterday we had a super important day, as you can see, packed with the data. We had a press conference from ECB. Euro is getting stronger right now, so that's the outcome of this. Without getting into details, we got inflation from US. On euro to Japanese yen, for example, we went higher. On euro dollar, we went higher as well. So it shows you that we moved both ways on the dollar. On the British pound, no surprises here, and British pound is actually stronger right now, and Australian dollar also was stronger thanks to the better data. As for the today, we have a speech from Mark Carney in 1 hour, and we will have also important data from US retail sales data, and in 3.5 hours. As it is Friday, let me show you the next week of trading. Will we have any important events like this Thursday? Not so much. I think the busiest day will be Wednesday, when we will have okay, but let's start with Monday on inflation from Eurozone. Usually Mondays are quiet, but this Monday will be busy, but for the Euro. Tuesday will be quiet with meeting minutes from Reserve Bank of Australia. On Wednesday we do have a policy meeting from Bank of Japan, and inflation from UK. On Thursday, retail sales from UK, definitely important, GDP from New Zealand. And on Friday, important data for the Canadian dollar and PMIs from all over the world, from US, Canada, Eurozone, and yes, that's it. So, interesting week ahead as well. With that being said, let's look on the charts. We'll start with the instruments mentioned on the on our trading sniper video. I don't like to trade on British pound with some other. Well, cable is okay. For example, my best trade was done on cable, but others are crazy. Sometimes crazy, especially British pound to Japanese yen. But British pound to Japanese yen, in my opinion, is more predictable than British pound to Canadian dollar or Australian dollar. Okay, first let me start from the very beginning. That's a downtrend. Price is respecting this red line, and most was respecting this line and a horizontal resistance here. Price was respecting those with those two shooting stars. Okay. After those two shooting stars on such an important downtrend line and the horizontal resistance, we supposed to see a drop, but it did not happen. Instead of this drop, the price went higher, broke the dynamic downtrend line and the horizontal resistance. Okay, fair enough, the price does not want to go up, most probably the price will go down. Very convincing candle, breakout of the resistances, that should give us a buy signal. But again, dark cloud cover formation, so that's another sell instead of buy. Okay, fair enough, price had a sell occasion here, buy occasion here, so maybe if they finally decided to go lower, they broke this uptrend line, they broke the horizontal support, maybe they will go lower. Here we had a sell signal, again denied because the price is climbing higher, so this is pretty crazy. Now we do have this short term, we had this short term rectangle. The price broke the upper line of this rectangle. We are challenging this horizontal resistance again, which is positive. But here on this instrument, well, as you can see, everything can happen, and even like the strongest setups in the price action, like here, two shooting stars on a daily downtrend line and the horizontal resistance. Even the strongest setups like that don't usually have to work. Now New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, which is having also an upswing, also because here we had a weakness of the Canadian dollar. Here we do have a weakness of the Canadian dollar. But this temporary weakness can bring us a good sell signal. So, downswing, that's okay. Downswing, that's a pennant or a triangle. Downswing, pennant, triangle, downswing. Now we're having a correction, and how deep this correction can go? Well, we have the major downtrend line, the mid-term downtrend line, they are here. We have a horizontal resistance here. It would be perfect if the resistance was here, but maybe we'll climb to this level, and from this level we will bounce. Here, bounce, downswing. That's most probable scenario for this instrument. And now DAX, because DAX on a daily chart defended the major support, and with this major support being long-term neckline. So we have a left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. We are bouncing from this neckline, aiming the first horizontal resistance here, and with this, most probably, we will see a further drop. Why? Because we stopped on this resistance, and we're having a bearish reaction here, okay? And bearish scenario will be here as long as the price stays below this white line. So this white line is the most important resistance here because it connects lower highs that we see since the middle of June. British pound to Japanese yen. Here also a crazy instrument. So here we had a bounce from 4 resistances, correction equality pattern, uptrend line, downtrend line almost. This horizontal resistance, and it didn't work out. That was interesting. The price went higher, broke all those resistances, and with this actually we do have a proper buy signal because we are breaking now a major resistance. And instead of that, what scenario is the price playing right now? It's this wedge pattern. So an upswing wedge, and most probably an upswing. British pound to American dollar, so the cable. We broke major resistance here, this downtrend line which connects lower highs since May. Breakout of the horizontal resistance, breakout of 23.6, and upswing. So this is a buy signal on the cable. Bitcoin denied this descending triangle pattern, was heading higher, but as you can see, now we have a quite strong drop, and actually it happened last hour. Most probably I keep my bearish scenario here, so the price testing $5,800 for one Bitcoin. Silver, that's gold, I'm sorry. Gold is struggling, is fighting with this 23.6. It's really, well, yes, gold is in struggle. But once they will manage to finally break this resistance, they will have a proper buy signal. So we're waiting for that. Now Australian dollar to Japanese yen, which is heading towards the important downtrend line here. So we denied this flag, we broke this line, we broke this line, we broke this line. This horizontal resistance is left, and this downtrend line is left. In theory, actually, okay, let me remove all those objects because the chart is getting messy right now. So let's leave only the neckline, which is here. This can be considered as a false breakout. It's a false sell signal, and false breakouts are the movements, are signals for a movement in the opposite direction. This is a major downtrend line, and actually price coming back above the white line will be a proper buy signal. What I would see here is this horizontal resistance, false breakout. I can remove this. So it would be great to see something like this. Maybe let's go with yellow. Here, here, and here, for example. I would love to see something like this. We will see if it is going to happen. That would be a proper buy signal. S&P 500, that's what was expected, that's what we were telling you about for the past few days. So an upswing, correction shaped like a flag bounce from the horizontal support and from the dynamic uptrend line, broken upper line of the flag, buy signal, correction, buy signal, and we are just 2 steps away from the all-time highs. Euro to Japanese yen, resistance, broken resistance. On a weekly chart, look at this level here, important here, 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 around, right? Important level since 2011. That was defended with a double bottom formation, 1, 2. Also, on a weekly chart, what we got here is a morning star. Here, here, here. That's a good one. Also, look at this. On a weekly chart, last 2 candles are shooting stars. That's supposed to bring us a drop, but it didn't. Instead of a drop, we do have an upswing. And the price is breaking this upper line here. So that is a proper buy signal. Maybe we will have to wait for the breakout of this area first. But it's oh, sorry, almost there. I almost opened a position. Oh my God, what is happening? Yes, so for the proper buy signal, actually let's go with this. We need to see the breakout of the yellow line. Once the yellow line will be broken, we will have a buy signal. Now American dollar to Japanese yen, which is also having a positive sentiment here. So there is this nice flag. We bounced from this lower line, upper line, and look at this, what the price is creating now. Even from here, because here That's an inverse head and shoulder pattern. That's a horizontal resistance. We broke all this, and now we are on testing that as a support. And there is this support as well. Okay, as long as we are above the combination of these areas, we do have a buy signal. Actually, even here we can forget about those two and, for example, go here. Price bouncing from this level would be a very nice trading opportunity. Let's go also with for example, correction equality pattern. That would be a bit deeper, but still interesting. What will happen here? Euro to British pound. We expected higher volatility yesterday. I'm a bit disappointed, but down, up. It's very common for these situations. What we are having here is a head and shoulder pattern, left shoulder, head and right shoulder breakout of the major uptrend line and the neckline. The price goes lower. The price creates a pennant, symmetric triangle above the horizontal support, below the resistance, and all you can do now is just to wait for the breakout. Price breaking the blue area, that is sell. Price breaking the orange area, that is buy. Here buy, here sell. WTI oil is also in a symmetric triangle pattern, but here we also do have a here we do have this horizontal resistance, we do have this horizontal support, breakout of this downtrend line buy signal, breakout of this horizontal support sell signal. American dollar to Canadian dollar now. We had a beautiful, it was wrong, it was denied, but from the technical point of view, at the very beginning it was nice buy signal here, but the price failed to climb any higher and went lower. So this is a false breakout. Actually, all this is a false breakout from this flag. The price goes inside of this pattern. We are still above the uptrend line, but it does not look too optimistic though. Now, well, maybe the price will create like a right shoulder, for example, left shoulder, head and a right shoulder. It's still probable on this uptrend line, but there's no more buy signal. Is no longer here. I think that's what we can say now about this American dollar to Canadian dollar. Silver has a double bottom formation, left shoulder and a left first bottom, second one. We broke the neckline, also huge volatility yesterday. Look, broken resistance buy signal, denied, broken support, failed, denied. And now we are in the same place. So no decision was made yesterday. For the decision, we need to still wait. Price breaking this orange line will be a proper buy signal. But for this, we still need to wait a little bit. Euro dollar is the one with a proper signal, with a proper buy signal. Why? Well, okay, let's do like this. First, it all started with the bounce from this neckline here. That was the cancellation of the head and shoulder formation. Then we broke the line which connects the top of the head and top of the right shoulder, which also cancels the sell signal. Then we break the horizontal resistance, and now we broke the dynamic resistance. So euro dollar has a buy signal. At least, well, it depends if we should go from here or from here, because that's the start of the downswing, that's the top of the uptrend. You see, if we go like this, 23.6 fits more and 38.2, so we'll go with this. This can be a major resistance here, so for the proper buy signal I would wait for the price to close above the white area. Maybe a small correction first. American dollar to Swiss franc. Two options were there, or inverse head and shoulder formation, which would mean the breakout of the yellow area, or a rectangle pattern, which would mean the breakout of the lower yellow area. They chose to do the second thing, and well, that's a sell. British pound to New Zealand, British pound to New Zealand dollar. I'm sorry. I was waiting for a further drop, but yesterday the price said no, I won't go so low. They started a reversal. Hopefully this drop will continue. Why? Because I would love to see the price lower for the buying purposes. Okay, price getting to the yellow area and bouncing from the yellow area would be a very nice signal to buy. To deal with the to deal with the dollar, because you saw that the dollar was weaker on euro dollar, stronger on dollar to Japanese yen. Let's check the dollar index. And dollar got weaker yesterday after this data. So the strength of the dollar to Japanese yen is mostly the weakness of the yen, which can be seen on British pound to Japanese yen or on euro to Japanese yen. This seems like an important area for this instrument. This seems like an important support, so this support got broken. So the situation on dollar index is negative, which is supporting our buy signal on euro dollar. So let's make a recap of the instruments that we analyzed today. British pound to Canadian dollar, that's most probably a buy. New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar, that's most probably a sell, but when the price will get here. DAX in the short term, that's rather sell. British pound Japanese yen, most probably a buy. British pound to American dollar, that's buy. In the long term, in the short term, we may experience a correction because the rise is quite strong. Bitcoin, that's a sell for me. Gold, that's a surprise, and that's the enigma for now. American dollar, Japanese yen, I would love to see this scenario. S&P 500, most probably all-time highs soon. Euro, Japanese yen, that's a buy, but when the price will break this resistance. American dollar to Japanese yen, that would be a nice buy, but here, euro to British pound, most probably a sell. Oil, waiting for the breakout. Why, despite similar patterns, so we are inside of the triangle here and here. Here we don't have a signal, and here we do. Well, on euro to British pound, this looks like a trend continuation pattern because it's happened after the head and shoulder formation and after the broken uptrend line. And here is a symmetric triangle on top, which is the outcome of this is random, really. American dollar to Canadian dollar, most probably sell. Silver, price getting to the checkpoint, buy. Euro dollar, that's buy, but proper buy will be after the price will break this white area. American dollar, Swiss franc, that's rather sell. British pound, New Zealand dollar, I would love to see the price lower to buy because the sentiment is positive. And dollar index, that's rather a sell signal. So this is the situation on the markets right now. I hope you enjoyed this. And it was the last daily analytical report this week. We see each other again on Tuesday. Thanks very much for attending our webinar. I wish you all the best in trading. Have a safe weekend. And now half an hour break, and after that we'll have a webinar with the live trading. Thanks very much, and see you soon.